So, where are you in terms of the vortex now? In it or not? Mostly in it? So, we're going to rampage isn't the right word, because you're not ready for a rampage. Because you're not in it as much as you think you're in it. You're just near it. So we're going to start with some general conversation and goose it up until you're in it. And then we're going to keep it going a little bit by anyone who is sure that they're in the vortex. Sure that they're in the vortex. If you're not, we'll just bounce you right out of the hot seat. So there are a lot of, we're speaking from your perspective. There are a lot of things that I have been focusing upon that it is occurring to me now could be more irrelevant to me, because there are so many things that I give my attention to that are not necessarily important and are absolutely not in the vortex. So just relax over there. So I'm beginning to enjoy the idea that I've been working too hard at all of this, and the reason that I've been working hard is because effort has seemed like a necessary thing, because I've been bucking my own current to a certain extent, and it feels good to no longer be offering that current that I'm bucking. I like the idea of getting in the flow. I like the idea of letting the energy of the vortex carry me. I like the idea of universal forces syncing up with what I want. And I like the idea of me just slipping into the vortex more and more frequently and tuning to the vibration of it. It's really pleasant to think about the vortex being a frequency, but it also holding the larger part of me, the non-physical part of me that existed before I was born. I really like the idea of the larger part of me being in the vortex with its undivided attention upon me here in my physical form. I like the idea that if I'm not doing anything that activates a vibration that prevents me from wholly being absorbed into that then I will be absorbed into that. I really like the feeling of this vortex calling me in, and I like the understanding that I'm now getting that I really don't have to work hard at getting in. I just have to no longer do that thing I do that's been holding me out. I'm starting to get it, that my natural state of being is in the vortex, that my natural state of being is one of alignment, one of friskiness, one of waking up and being glad, one of being eager about this and that, one of interacting with people and having fun, one of laughing often and having really good timing. I just love being tuned in, tapped in, turned on. I love being in the vortex, and I love knowing that when I'm not, I can get in easily. And most of all, I love knowing that there isn't anything that I have to do very much, very hard to get in the vortex. It's natural for the vortex to take me in. And so I'm really getting the feeling of just letting it go. Don't have to think about that. Let that go. Irrelevant, doesn't matter. Irrelevant, think about that later. Irrelevant, doesn't matter, think about that later. While all the time that I'm doing that, I'm just getting general. And in my generalness, I'm getting to the vicinity of the doorway of the vortex, where the vortex knows who I really am, what I really want, in detail what I really want, has already lined everything up for me, has everything queued up, and all I have to do is just follow the impulse into the vortex. And it feels so good to know that that's not a difficult thing to do. Oh, there's music that I love. There are places that I love to walk and hike. There are those friendly little beasts that always make my heart sing. There are the people that I can call that whenever I do, I get a lift from it. There is so much that is easy for me, really easy for me, to tune into who I really am. And I love knowing that I have access to all of that. I'm feeling really free. I'm not feeling afraid of being out of the vortex. I'm just feeling eager to be in the vortex. And I'm now understanding that I have the liberty, I have the liberation, I have the freedom, I have the independence. I have the ability to focus my mind in whatever direction I want to focus it. And I know that from this point forward, I will never again not be in the vortex and not know it. And I will never again be in the vortex and not know it. I now, forevermore, am going to know where I am in relationship to it. And when I'm in it, I'm going to milk it, and when I'm not in it, I'm just going to chill and do whatever I can to let the vortex vortex take me in. I now get it that I don't have to get in the vortex. I just have to be relaxed enough and deactivated enough that the vortex can come and get me. The vortex wants me. The vortex wants me and will bring me in anytime I will just relax and be easy about it. So being in the vortex is really a wonderful thing, because when I'm in the vortex, I'm in sync with all of the energy that is me, and I have eventual view of all of the details of all of the things that I've been asking for. So I can only imagine how much fun it's going to be to watch the details of my life unfold before me. In some cases, it will even feel like a sort of surprise, because I've been putting them there incrementally, and as they manifest in conjunction with one another, I'm going to feel like the most blessed person, the most fortunate person, that the universe is yielding to me so much abundance in so many different subjects in such a short time. So now you feel pretty much in the vortex. So now, what do you want to talk about that will express the vortex in greater detail? And only raise your hand if you're sure that you can take us from where we are to higher. From where we are to higher. From where we are to higher. Yes? From where we are to higher. Right here.